critical, creative, unbiased. Good day, everyone. Welcome to the fourth and last episode of this year's Kamalayan Rundown, where we'll provide important local and international news updates that have unfolded throughout this academic year. I am James Gabrielle Onate.
And I am Patricia Ann Arena. Without further ado, let's delve into the key events and narratives that have influenced our community this year, both on local and international fronts.
Implementation of face-to-face. Students ng Malayan.
PUV drivers and local organizations call for protest before the deadline of the PUV phase-out. To get a closer look at the situation, here's Savannah Malumbres with more details. The PUV modernization program by the Department of Transportation, or DOTR, is said to make the public utility vehicles safer and more eco-friendly. However, these faced criticisms from drivers themselves who earn modest daily incomes and would potentially incur major debt in purchasing modern vehicles like e-jeepney. Planned since 2015, the DOTR's PUV modernization program aims to replace outdated jeepneys with more modern and greener PUV models. While seen as crucial for environmental and public health, the plan faces opposition from transport groups concerned about their livelihoods.
Sana po hindi na matuloy kasi kami po nahirapan. Tulad ngayon, mahina ang biyahe namin ngayon. Talagang malaking kawalan sa amin yon.
Ang opinion ko sa PUV Modernization Program is talagang para sa amin na mga kasama namin dito, talagang medyo hindi maganda para sa amin. Kasi siyempre unang-una, katulad nito, ito sarili namin ng mga sasakyan. Wala kaming iniintindi kung hindi umangutang lang ng konting pangangailangan sa pang-araw-araw pag nasisira, ganyan. So, paano pa kung halimbawa ang kukuhain namin ay mga yung modern, almost 2.7 million, 2.4, 2.2. Paano namin ma-maximize yung paghahanap buhay para lamang may sustain sa paghuhulog doon, 'di ba? May mga maintenance pa. Paano? At saka ang isa pa, ang pangit sa nangyayari is yung aming mga sasakyan na ito ay ipapamanage sa kooperatiba o sa korporasyon. Instead na kami na ang magmamanage. Kaya parang hindi kami nagagandahan sa nagiging plano ng ating gobyerno tungkol sa modernization.
The deadlines for the PUV phase-out were always moved because of the pandemic lockdown and repetitive protests led by transport groups. The PUV modernization program would not only affect drivers but would also affect commuters as fares are expected to rise to 30 to 40 pesos. This is Savannah Malumbres reporting.
Thank you, Savannah. Tensions escalate in the ongoing stalemate at the West Philippine Sea as China's blockade at Scarborough Shoal persists. For more details, we have Annika Hofvenschiöld.
Thank you, James. The battle for the West Philippine Sea continues as China blockades the Scarborough Shoal, detaining Filipino fishermen to deter other claims. Unfazed, the Atin Ito coalition sent 100 civilians in fishing boats and 3 Philippine Coast Guard vessels to assist those on the island, successfully bypassing the blockade and providing supplies. However, in return, China warned that further trespassing would result in detainment. The Philippines, citing China's breach of international laws, vowed to persist in peaceful negotiations for control of the West Philippine Sea. Moreover, President Ferdinand Marcos's administration is actively upholding international law, bolstering maritime patrols, engaging in diplomatic talks, and seeking support from international allies to address tensions in the West Philippine Sea. This is Annika Hofvenschiöld reporting.
Thank you, Annika. An intense heat wave intensified by the El Niño plagues the Philippines this summer of 2024. Providing you with further insights, here's Caryl Bautista. Thank you, Patricia. The Philippines has experienced an intense heat wave throughout April until May, with the El Niño playing a role. Surface air temperatures reach high levels nationwide, with high humidity intensifying the discomfort. Pag-asa reported that the Philippines recorded its highest daytime temperature of 40.3 degrees Celsius interlock on April 27 and again on May 6. This increased cases of temperature-induced health issues such as heat exhaustion, heat stroke, and heart attacks. Additionally, this also prompted multiple instances of nationwide suspension of classes. To prioritize student health, local authorities and schools have repeatedly shifted to alternative learning methods like online and asynchronous classes in days with high heat indexes. However, this early June 2024, the start of the rainy season has been officially declared by Pag-asa. This is Caryl Bautista reporting.
Thank you, Karyl. Former President Duterte accuses President Marcos of drug addiction, while Mayor Sebastian Duterte calls on the latter's resignation. Here's Annika Hofvenschiöld with further information.
On January 28, 2024, in Davao City, former President Rodrigo Duterte accused President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. of drug addiction. On the other hand, his son, Mayor Sebastian Duterte, demanded Marcos's resignation, criticizing him as lazy and lacking compassion. This conflict even widened when First Lady Liza Araneta Marcos publicly snubbed the current Vice President Sara Duterte, who eventually resigned from her position as the Department of Education Secretary under the Marcos cabinet. This sparked rumors on whether the Marcos Duterte electoral campaign team named Unity has dissolved, which was subsequently confirmed by the VP herself. Based on various reports, analysts warned that Marcos's perceived inaction could erode his political support and lead to serious consequences. This is Annika Hofvenschiöld reporting.
Thank you, Annika. DOH reports a surge in pertussis cases in early 2024 and launches a vaccination campaign with local governments. Let's get more information from Carissa Pornelos.
On April 9, 2024, the Department of Health reported a surge in pertussis cases in the Philippines, with 1,477 cases and 63 deaths, mostly among children under 5. Some local governments even declared outbreaks, drawing attention from United Nations Children's Fund or UNICEF. In response, the DOH partnered with LGUs for vaccination campaigns protecting infants, children, and pregnant women from the said disease. By April 24, the DOH procured 3 million doses of 3-in-1 pertussis vaccines for May and June, with more 5-in-1 vaccines expected in July. This is Carissa Pornelos reporting.
Thank you, Carissa. The escalating crisis between Israel and Palestine needs silence from global powers, resulting in more casualties and hostages. For further information, we have Karyl Bautista.
Years deep in the geopolitical dispute, the Palestinian terrorist group named Hamas attacked Israel on October 7, 2023, causing casualties and hostages. This led to subsequent Israeli strikes on Gaza, which showed significant humanitarian crisis with thousands of Palestinian deaths and injuries. Despite this, global powers like the United States, Germany, and Great Britain chose not to intervene effectively. As of early June 2024, the Gaza conflict has led to approximately 33,797 Palestinian deaths and over 76,465 injuries since October 2023. While Iran's direct casualties in this conflict are not reported, its support for Hamas has heightened regional tensions. Social media trends show increased use of hashtags like #PrayForGaza and #SavePalestine to raise awareness about the humanitarian crisis and advocate for international intervention. This is Caryl Bautista reporting.
Thank you, Karyl.
And that is all for this year's Kamalayan Rundown. On behalf of the entire publication, thank you for tuning in. Join us again next time for more insightful updates. Once again, I am Patricia Ann Arena.
And I am James Gabrielle Onate, delivering information within reach. This is Kamalayan, now signing off.